Each morning, we rise with the expectation that things will seamlessly function. Food shows up on shelves. Electricity illuminates our lives instantly. Parcels arrive just when we expect them. Yet, behind this daily ease lies a fragile system reliant on perfect harmony. And sometimes, one small choice can transform everything. We often picture history as shaped by wars, upheavals, or dramatic events. Moments that feel loud, sudden, and unavoidable. But the reality is, powerful shifts occur quietly. In meetings absent from headlines. In seemingly innocent decisions made in silence. In the early chapters of the modern global system, leaders worldwide shared the same vision. They yearned for growth. They sought stability. They craved predictability. Having witnessed chaos in past years, nobody wished to revisit that darkness. The solution appeared simple. Unite everything. Money transacted across borders at unprecedented speeds. Trade blossomed worldwide. Technology connected nations, businesses, and individuals. Supply chains spanned continents. Initially, the outcomes were remarkable. Goods became more affordable. Production accelerated. Consumers enjoyed unprecedented choices. The system projected efficiency. It felt powerful. Almost invincible. Yet, under that facade of success lurked mounting vulnerabilities. The system was being refined for speed, not safety. For profit, not stability. Efficiency became the uncompromising objective. Anything inhibiting speed was eliminated. Anything perceived as superfluous was discarded. Contingency plans were seen as frivolous. Extra stock was considered needless. Room for error quietly vanished. At a pivotal moment, leaders confronted a decision. It wasn't publicly disclosed. It wasn't labeled a risk. They could either slow down and enhance resilience, or they could hasten progress to maximize efficiency. Efficiency prevailed. Companies began depending on just-in-time delivery methods. Governments trusted global supply lines without precautions. Systems were engineered for flawless operation, but only under ideal conditions. For a considerable time, nothing amiss occurred. This success made the choice seem justified. Profits flourished. Costs diminished. Confidence soared. The system seemed stable. Until it suddenly wasn't. Initial signs were subtle, easy to overlook. A delay somewhere. A shortfall in another location. Minor price hikes that appeared fleeting. However, these concerns did not remain isolated. Everything was interconnected. One disruption instigated another. Factories slowed. Shipping routes became congested. Essential items grew scarce. Issues that once seemed local transformed into global crises. And solutions did not come easily. What surprised many wasn't the failure itself. It was how swiftly it unfolded. A system crafted for speed lacked any brakes. A system tailored for profit exhibited no patience. A system focused on efficiency had no safety net. The very decision that fostered growth also bred fragility. Suddenly, inquiries surfaced. How did this happen? Where were the safeguards? What caused one issue to escalate so rapidly? The disconcerting answer was quite straightforward. This was no accident. It stemmed from intentional choices. We opted for convenience over resilience. We prioritized speed over stability. We embraced short-term profits over long-lasting security. With the system's growth, reversing those decisions became astonishingly tough. Too many sectors depended on this framework. Countless economies revolved around it. Numerous lives hinged on its success. This tale transcends governments and corporations. It encompasses the world we all share. Each contemporary system still adheres to the same rationale. Efficient, optimized, fragile. Food production, energy distribution, technology interfaces, financial systems, all rely on a precarious balance. And all falter when that equilibrium is disrupted. The genuine threat isn't that disruptions will occur. Disruptions are a certainty. The true danger lies in assuming the system cannot fail. History teaches us a vital lesson. The most perilous decisions aren't always the noisy ones. They're the quiet choices that seem reasonable in the moment. Choices that save money. Choices that amplify speed. Choices that remove safety nets we think we won't require. Until one day, we do. History isn't always apparent. Sometimes, it murmurs softly. And by the time we truly listen, the consequences begin to materialize. The pressing question now isn't whether another surprise will strike. It's whether we've gleaned enough wisdom to respond differently. Or if we're destined to repeat the same unnoticed choice again. At times, a solitary choice can quietly alter the destinies of millions. No alerts. No sensational headlines. Just after effects. We prefer to think history transforms through battles or revolutions. But more frequently, it evolves behind closed doors. In spaces most individuals may never enter. In the formative days of the current global system, leaders sought stability. They aspired for growth, predictability, and authority. The answer seemed clear: connect everything. Money, trade, technology, and supply chains were interwoven. At first, everything clicked beautifully. Life turned cheaper, swifter, and more accessible. Yet, this burgeoning system harbored a hidden flaw. It was designed for efficiency, not durability. Efficiency allows scant room for errors. At a crucial juncture, leaders were faced with a choice. Slow down to safeguard stability. Or accelerate to maximize earnings. Efficiency triumphed. Systems were fine-tuned to operate with no room for mistakes. Backup measures were eliminated as unnecessary. Firms halted extra stockpiling. Governments placed their trust in just-in-time delivery. Everything moved towards speed, efficiency, and increased vulnerability. For years, nothing seemed amiss. The system appeared flawlessly operational. Until small fractures began to surface. A delay in one area ignited shortages elsewhere. Prices gradually began to climb. Supply chains began to buckle under strain. What were once local concerns spiraled into global challenges. One disturbance precipitated another. And then yet another. The startling revelation wasn't merely failure but its rapidity. A system engineered for speed lacked brakes. A system designed for profits lacked patience. A system sculpted for efficiency had no fallback plan. The same judgment that spurred growth also birthed fragility. This wasn't an error. It was an exchange. Convenience triumphed over resilience. Speed eclipsed safety. Instant outcomes overshadowed enduring stability. And as the system expanded, reversing its course became dauntingly challenging. This narrative isn't confined to the past. It reflects our present. All modern systems adhere to this logic. Efficient. Optimized. Fragile. The pressing question isn't if another shock will arrive. It sways around what we've learned from prior events. Or whether we'll repeat the same unnoticed decision once more. History remains subtle. Sometimes it whispers until it becomes impossible to disregard. And often, the gravest decisions are the quietest ones. AI stands ready to profoundly influence educators and course creators in the realm of social media. By automating tasks such as content generation, visual design, and video editing, AI will save valuable time while enhancing consistency. This enables creators to concentrate on high-level strategies, ensuring a cohesive brand identity. Another significant advantage lies in personalization. AI can analyze social media interactions to customize content to individual learner needs, fostering a more engaging and effective learning experience. This level of tailored learning, once challenging to achieve on a larger scale, will soon be within reach. AI also delivers advanced analytics, offering insights into content performance and audience interaction. Creators can swiftly adjust their tactics based on real-time data, guaranteeing their content remains relevant and impactful. However, the rise of AI comes with challenges. There's a concern that over-dependence on AI-generated content may undermine authenticity. Automated content might lack the human touch that makes learning experiences distinctive. Educators will need to strike a balance between AI efficiency and preserving the human element in their material. In the end, AI will emerge as a formidable ally for those who embrace its potential. Educators and course creators willing to adapt will likely extend their reach, enhance content quality, and engage more effectively with their audiences across social media.